Well, a big announcement's been made here at the Celtic Media Festival for people who are living on the Isle of Man. It's something quite exciting because I think most of my interviews revolved around people saying, well, there's no broadcast on the Isle of Man besides online, like yourselves. But Kent, you're from That's Media, which owns about 7 or 8 local stations in the UK. I think I'm right on that, aren't I?
12.
12?
12,
I can't keep up with you.
Yeah.
But you've made a big announcement today at the Rock That Rocks, I think was the...
Well, the thing was, because of my Celtic heritage, I think my colleagues here on Isle of Media thought that this was a perfect festival with which to make the announcement.
Which is?
That we would like to be part of a consultation, tendering, all the other bureaucratic hurdles that we have to get over to establish national television vanning, Isle of Man television.
Okay, let's break that down. Does that mean broadcasts, people see it on their television, on, like, I think it's Channel 7, a lot of your material goes out on UK.
Okay.
Will it be that? What sort of...
Part of that awful word bureaucracy is that the communications minister here and Ofcom basically have to start the process of looking at frequencies so we don't all collide with each other and giving us a frequency, us being television vanning, to have a frequency here on the Isle of Man.
But I know, like, the satellite people, SES, are involved in that sort of thing, right? But SES, so I say. But so I'm just getting my head around it. You would like to see it transmitted, as in, like, on a Sky EPG number 7, a very low, sort of sexy number. Is that your ideal?
Ofcom feel that 75 to 80% of the people in the United Kingdom, and I think our analysis here on the Isle of Man is that 75–80% of people watch television on Freeview. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a free system and it's quite well served here, except that some of the transmitters are pointing the wrong way, etc., etc. So you have to smooth that out. So we will be on Freeview. Right.
So there will be a Manx service. I mean, we've chatted to us over the years, and you...
I know.
And thinking, like, it seems incredible the Isle of Man hasn't had a service. I mean, you've got systems in Carlisle, you've got little niche little markets.
Yes.
How does this rate, numbers-wise? If you crunch the numbers, can you make it pay?
I think you can make anything pay. You know, if you've got 100 people and they're each prepared to pay £1 to see a movie, then I could make you a movie at £90, £10 profit. So, of course, you just tailor it. The best way to make money in the film business is not to spend a lot of money.
Right. So you're looking for government money into this?
No.
Running it with Manx Radio? I mean, what's the private enterprise? What?
No, what you're looking at is we're running it... I mean, it sounds corny. It sounds stupid. But we're running it with the people. You know, ITV is supported by the people. Channel 4, Channel 5 are supported by the people. But they're supported by very large advertising costs and advertising revenue. As the new boy on the block, we have to earn that. So our ads might be a few £100 rather than many thousands of pounds. So we're on Freeview. We can instantly go on internet, like yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we go on the internet. We can talk to possibly some of the more friendly disseminators, cable companies, satellite companies, and so forth. We have here the biggest pipes pumping out gambling. Gambling's great, makes everybody a lot of money, but it's quite a finite business, and those pipes are there and can be used for other things. So they could be used to disseminate our Isle of Man television.
Okay, but give me a time scale on when you think this is going to happen, because is it just this idea you now putting to the regulator, or have you got firm proposals in place?
Oh, we've spoken to regulators. Now, regulators regulate the chaos that might ensue if they weren't there. So we're not trying to go to any regulator, whether it's Ofcom or whether it's the Isle of Man regulator, to say, and they go, we've never thought of that. Well, of course they have. So there are some positions in place. I think the Isle of Man, and it's not a criticism, you often need somebody to, you've got a beautiful daughter and you go, you could enter Miss World. Am I good enough? Well, the Isle of Man needs a bit of a nudge because it pays a licence fee to the BBC. Apart from the fact there's 3 wonderful people in Manx Radio with the BBC on the door, not quite sure what else happens.
So would there be BBC money involved in this?
Well, the BBC...
The licence fee, which we keep hearing this £1 million a year that doesn't put back into the Isle of Man?
Well, I think the Isle of Man, it's not for me to say, but I think the Isle of Man government might, let me just knock on something, knock on the door. And, if you don't ask, you don't get.
So you're the brains, you can make this happen. I mean, what will they see on a Manx television channel? Will it be... I won't be basking sharks and wallabies. I mean, you will actually be talking to the Isle of Man, right?
Well, local television, in our view, works within our regulation. So we look at, say, 7 to 8 hours of local news, as you know, spread over a 24-hour period. Then we want to have, local programming. So that might take up another 8 hours. And local programming is, what's happening on the crime scene, what's happening in the ghosts. I've gathered a lot of ghosts. What does the countryside look like? Let's talk about dating.
Quite expensive, though, to produce even that sort of programming. I mean, what's, these budgets you got?
Is a broadcast television
I'll tell you your point, because you've got a megapixel thing these days,
yes.
And price to come down.
Yeah, the second 8 hours, which is local programming. And that is all sorts of things which affect the island. The next is you're going into what we call network programming, more grown-up programming when they go, well, we'd like to be part of making a television series. Well, you do this bit, we'll do that bit, and I'm listening to all these people. They can't do that bit because they haven't got a television station. Let's have a television station.
Is it problematical getting signals around the Isle of Man? Because that's always been one of
not at all.
Because that's one of those things that people say was difficult.
People always say it's difficult. It's hilly. Yeah. Where I come from, it's hilly. It's called the South Downs. It's not quite as hilly as your Downs, but it's hilly. No, I mean, of course, there might be some, I don't know if it's a widow or a widower or a young couple who might be in the leave of a hill and they don't get it.
Right.
So what he'll have to do is to take one of these poles and put it up a bit. Yeah. I don't know where.
I love your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Did I ask you about dates? I mean, when can we...
No, I can't. I'm busy tonight.
What sort of timescale? Let's try that one. Give me a guesstimate when you think Manx television. What do you call it? Television Vannon, was it? Television Vannon?
Well,
TV Vannon?
Vannon is, as you know, the Manx name for the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
So, and that's got a V in it.
Yeah.
Television's got a V in it.
Yeah.
National's got a national in it. T's Television Vannon.
Fine.
So National Television Vannon.
When?
As fast as we can. I mean, that's not stupid. It might take for the rest of this year to sort out frequencies and to make sure that the representatives, Tyndall and so forth, want it.
Tyndall. So that's the people who own the Isle of Man newspapers.
Yes.
And have 2 radio stations in the Channel Islands.
That's right.
So it's going to be quite a conglomerate of different media.
That's right. I mean, there's a lot of people here. Why am I here? Well, when we first met, local television, just a twinkle in my eye.
You've talked about this for so many years, I can't tell you.
So we went out and did it.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, so we've got 12.
By the way, that announcement came out, we didn't only heard about minutes before we went into that session that this big announcement was happening, so you kept it well.
It's like masonry. A lot of people know about it, but no one's heard about it. So today they heard about it.
Well, we're going to chat much more because there's so many more questions, but how was my audition?
You did well. Listen, I don't know why. I see you more late night news. I mean, no, I'm after 12.
What, you mean in
the dark?
Should we finish it now?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Paul, thank you. Lovely.